KNDY.
And a good evening and welcome to Seneca, Kansas, Nemaha Central High School, under construction, I might add. I think we parked a half a mile away and trudged through the snowpack and ice. Yes, it's interesting, kind of like a war zone around here. They're adding on to the complex and doing a fairly major renovation at the high school facility. So finding our way here first, but we have, and Marysville takes on Jackson Heights, tipping off play in the 10th Annual Thunder Classic. Fans filing in. We've got some folks from just down the road. We're just a half an hour down the highway. And Marysville, Jackson Heights, the second of three games here in the first round play, as top seed St. Mary's dispatched number 6 Holton 69-53 without trouble in the opener. And in the nightcap, host Nemaha Central, the number 3 seed, and will host number 4 Hiawatha. It's round-robin play. Games were scheduled yesterday on account of the snow and the ice and everything that accompanies it this week. We do have a day delay on our tip-off here, with the boys team coming back on Thursday, and the championship rounds scheduled for Saturday. Our live coverage, a service of our KNDY Sports Booster Club members. Glad to have you tuned in on air, online, and on our mobile app.
RX Drug Store in downtown Marysville is here for you with over-the-counter medicines for cold, flu, and allergy season, and prescription drugs for more serious matters. They also offer curbside pickup and delivery services. Don't forget to bring in your new insurance card for the new year with RX Drug Store.
It's your land. You know what you need to run your farm operation. And it's a lot more than just seed and soil, livestock, and farm machinery. That's why we're here to design a plan that fits your farm, your family, and your life. We're local and we're here to help you grow. Stop by and let's talk. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
And again, welcome back. We're warming inside and glad to have you tuned in wherever you may be on KNDY Marysville, AM 1570, FM 94.1, streaming on our website, KNDYradio.com, and on our mobile app as well. A busy week of basketball. Max Blasky is back for the second day of activities at Onega. Twin Valley Lake tournament play continues. He'll be on the air shortly with girls action in Frankfurt versus Hanover. And then in boys play, Axtell versus Troy. It's quarterfinals tonight on FM 95.5. And, of course, Scores Game Nights, a service of Farm Bureau Insurance and our local agents, Bryce Leonard in Washington and Patrick Beauty in Marysville. We'll have games the remainder of this week, weather permitting. They say another cold front moving in, and with a chance for lighter snow, we'll cross our fingers and hope. There were several tournaments across the plains of Kansas and Nebraska were simply suspended on account of weather this past week and this. Starting lineups are being announced, and for the visiting Jackson Heights Cobras, they're the lower seed. The number 5 seed Cobras will start Jaden Goy, 6-foot junior. Braden McQueen, a 5'6 senior. Chase Robinson, a 6-foot junior. Drake Melius, a 5'9 sophomore. And Weston Schultingham's a 6-foot senior. Cobras are 5-3 on the season. They finished last year at 6-13. Lost to 5 seniors. 2 of those were starters. Head coach for Jackson Heights, Brett Flatner. Assistants Riley Alhauser and Tyrell Childs. The starting lineup for Marysville has been shuffled after their loss at Wamego Thursday. I am not surprised. Willow Tot, a 6'1 junior. Blake Spicer, a 6'2 senior. Connor Lee, a 5'9 sophomore. Silas Miller, a 5'10 senior. And Jordan Miller, a 5'10 junior. Marysville 5-3 on the season under head coach Scott Brown, assistant coaches David Hyde and Chase Green. Marysville, Jackson Heights under classic tip-off tonight, live on KNDY.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
Pop Then let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Tip was up, taken by the Jackson Heights Cobras, missing a drive, far side baseline. The rebound fought for, hauled out by Marysville junior standout Will Otot, who will lead this team. Otot, Spicer, Lee, Miller, and Miller, starting 5 for MHS. As senior Blake Spicer drives the lane, splits defenders on a layup to break the ice here tonight. Drive at the other end, a couple of Bulldogs trying to take the charge from driving Jace Robinson.
24, Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller picks up the foul whistle. It's his first. And double check was not Robinson, but Drake Melius coming to the free throw line where he connects. Melius averaged over 9 points a game last year as a freshman. And his second look for the tie. It's good. 2-all tie. We're 50 seconds in. Pleased to have you tuned in. Again, this is the second of 3 games in first-round play. Round-robin action from Seneca this week. Willow Tot driving the lane. Kicks a bounce pass through traffic. Underneath to Jordan Miller, but he traveled with it ahead of the basket. They wave it off. Early substitution off the Jackson Heights bench is Cade Holliday, a 5'10 junior. 5'1", they list him in the program. There were 2 Jackson Heights players listed at 5'1". I said, for real? I think it was a typo. 2-all tie, full court pressure. Pair of seniors, pair of juniors, and a sophomore starting for each of these teams. They're fairly young. Driving length of the court, Drake Melius buys the first field goal, and Jackson Heights' first lead, 4-2 here with 6:45 to play in the opening few. Long layup underneath over defenders doesn't fall, and a host of Jackson Heights Cobras in on the rebound. Road green jerseys trimmed in gold and white. They are 5-3 on the season. Chase Robinson driving near side, right side baseline shot missed. Bulldogs take it back. As Otot fires in the near side corner. Then it's back out to Otot. Otot takes a defender left and right, spinning around. That defender is fouled on the shot. And it's Cade Holliday, his first personal, bringing Will Otot to the free throw line. Otot's averaged just shy of 30 points a game this season. Was team high 21 points in a 50-38 loss their last outing at Wamego Thursday. Otot connects. He did not start strong. 5 points in the first half, but finished 21. Bouncing high, then drops through. It's a 4-all tie. Not quite 2 minutes in. Brief conversation between the Jackson Heights coach, Brett Plattner, and the official. We're right down here on the front row. I didn't overhear the conversation, but they visited for some time. Cobra basketball. And a man pressure. Pass off to the far side to Jaden Goy. Comes to the left side of the free throw line. It bounces up and in. Goy connects for a 6-4 Jackson Heights lead. Disappointing performance for Marysville. Their last outing at Wamego Thursday. Here's Blake Spicer driving through traffic. His second score tonight. We're tied 6-all. Marysville was up 8-7 into the first, but trailed by 6 at halftime. They were down big time at the end of 3 and fell at Wamego 50-38. Whistle and a foul on the floor. Paxton Votes, junior reserve, checked in. He picks up his first. Coming off the performance, Scott Brown said he was disappointed in the lack of intensity from his team. As a result, shuffled his starting five here tonight. Shot off the baseline by Weston Schullihans, doesn't fall. Picked up in the lane, an offensive board by Jace Robinson, who is fouled by Blake Spicer. It's his first. And Robinson's at the charity stripe for the lead. Missed off the heel of the rim. Second off the Marysville bench. Garrett Heberkamp is a 6'4 senior. Second free throw miss. Otot's high for the rebound. Still tied at 6. We're 3 minutes in. Wednesday night tip-off on what has been a crazy week with the reschedules, etc. Otot coming low. Split defenders. Challenged Weston Schullihans beneath the hoop, who picks up the foul whistle. And it's Otot back at the line for a pair. Chance to put the Bulldogs on top early on in this one. Otot free throws good. One of the perks of being on the front row, when the guys check in, they check in with you. And they need to go down the court. Sub is Sean Hayden, a 6'5 senior. Otot, 4-4 at the line, puts the Bulldogs up by a deuce. Jordan Miller, Bulldog starter, is back in. Scott Brown had made changes in the Wamego game in the starting lineup from what he had back in December. And again, further changes here tonight. Got a solid bench, a lot of competition for playing time. Steal of a pass, but Jordan Miller gets right to work, checking back in. Top of the key. Spicer hands to Otot, taking it around right side, all the way underneath. Tried to find Jordan Miller, couldn't hang on in the corner. Bulldog turnover. Bryant Siemens, a 6'4 senior, checks in. And Scott Brown's already gone 8 deep. We're not halfway through the first. There are 5-3 teams coming in here. Cobras basketball, spreading the perimeter wide. Medius top side to Holiday. Back to the near side. Missed by Robinson. Bulldogs with a 2-point edge and the ball. Man-to-man pressure, following Otot, top of the key. Started three is up and good for Will Otot. His first field goal. He's got 7 points. And Jackson Heights takes timeout. 3:43 to play in the first. Marysville 11, Jackson Heights 6.
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready, when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Early timeout for Jackson Heights with the ball, trailing 5 points here with 3.5 to play, opening quarter. Jaden Goy, long three. Boy, he was downtown. Couple steps off the arc. Goy, his second field goal, his first long ball. Cuts the Marysville lead to 2. Otot follows the screen, comes top of the key. Shot a little bit flat, doesn't fall. Follow underneath for the deuce is good for Bryant Siemens. Getting some performance inside from Spicer on a pair, and now Siemens contributes underneath. That's going to be a big key for this Bulldog team. Balanced scoring, they need someone besides Otot on the books. 13-9 for the red and black. Drive to the near side baseline, and a challenge by Drake Melius against twin defenders. He's tagged with the offensive foul. It's his first. Weston Schultehans checking back in. Again, Twin Valley League coverage on our sister station. Frankfort Hanover girls, Axel Troy boys tonight. Max Blasky's back with another pair tomorrow night. We'll check back in here in Seneca. More on that. Pass deflected out of bounds. Bulldogs retain possession. Playing with a lot more intensity already. We can see that. Otat underneath. He wakes out a couple defenders. Little double pump underneath for the score. And a field goal to follow. The whistle's on Chase Robinson. It's his first. They wanted to back away. They tried. They couldn't. Willow Tot so athletic underneath. Chance now to cap the old-fashioned three. 4 of 4 free throws tonight for Otat. It's good. And he has 9 points to his credit, 15-9 Bulldogs. Silas Miller, senior starter, checks back in. Melius out in the forecourt. Couple steps away, his defender. Plays near side to Schultehans. Underneath. Pass stolen by Bryant Siemens. Bulldog takeaway. They lead by 7. Otat takes defenders with him to the hoop. And Will Otat is fouled yet again. He is so quick. Got past Drake Melius. He picks up his second. Another timeout for Jackson Heights with 2:08 to play in the first. From the Thunder Classic in Seneca, Marysville leads Jackson Heights 16-9.
At Galloway Wiegers and Brenniger, we're about building relationships one client and one issue at a time. I'm Jason Brenniger, and I invite you to visit with me for any legal services you might have, including probate, estate planning, and trust administration. Advanced planning has countless advantages to your family, including greater control and disposition of your assets and tax issues that might come up. Call for a no-obligation appointment today. Check us out on our Facebook page or at gwblaw.net.
Croc Family Insurance is here to help you find the right insurance products to protect what matters most to you. As an independent agency, they represent over 80 companies that allow options for the right products at the right cost. See Brian Croc today for home, auto, commercial coverage, and more. Call or stop by at 1119 Broadway, just west of the courthouse in Marysville. Find them online at crocfamilyinsurance.com. For complete coverage and a competitive quote, reach out to Croc Family Insurance in Marysville.
Blake Plattner, head coach for Jackson Heights, ain't a happy camper. I'm arm's length away from him here on the front row. Really barking at his team during timeout. Otat, first of 2 is a miss. He's 5 for 6 now at the line. And the second look rims off, doesn't fall. Rebound is tipped to Drake Melius. Here comes Jackson Heights, down 7. A little dribble behind the back by Melius. Plays out in the forecourt to Robinson. Around the far side, nothing doing in the corner. Pitch in the forecourt to Melius. Splits defenders. Reverse layup a little too late. Had the right idea, but it rolls off to the hands of Marysville. Bulldog basketball. Otat checks right side of the free throw line. Topside Spicer splits defenders just left of the lane. Blake Spicer puts it up in. He got half a dozen. 18-9 double-up lead for Marysville. Jackson Heights hasn't scored in the last couple. Willow Tot takes a charge on the baseline. And the fouls are stacking up on this Jackson Heights team as Robinson picks up his second. Starter Braden McQueen is back in. Pair of 5 and 3 teams tipping off here. Top to the paint, underneath. Nice assist to Bryant Siemens. It's his second score, and he was fouled. Count the basket, the foul whistle on Cade Holiday. It's his second. So Robinson, Melia starters, Holiday a reserve with 2 early fouls each. And here's Siemens at the line. First time tonight, missed. Collision on the rebound. Silas Miller knocked Weston Sholehans to the floor. Miller, foul number 1. Well, they say his second. Nope, they went back to number 1. I was right the first place. Go with what you know. Don't listen to the PA announcer. Pitch in the paint, nothing doing. And they fire it far side. McQueen to the corner. Pass stolen by Otop. Hustles down the floor all the way. Takes a host of defenders with him. Missing a layup. And it's KNDY with the Jackson Heights board. Under a half minute to play. Opening 8. Marysville leading 20-9. Long 3 off the heel of the rim. Missed. Near side. MHS will play the clock out. Atchison won the tournament last year. They would defeat Marysville. Only Marysville's second loss and their last loss before the final game of the season. Finished with a 3-loss season. Sabetha early on. Then Atchison here in this tournament. And it was a late loss to Heston. State turning. Foul whistle on Braden McQueen is going to be his first. Siemens at the line, just missed a free throw. First of 2 here is on the way. It's good. With all of 4/10 of a second left. Just Jackson Heights around the paint. Bulldogs will stay in backcourt. Second free throw is good, extending the Marysville lead. It's 22-9. Garrett Haverkamp's back in for that remaining 4/10 of a second. And all Jackson Heights can do is go in bounds. Won't even launch it down the court. End of 1 from the Thunder Classic at Seneca. Marysville 22, Jackson Heights 9.
Wait, Santa is done, my friends. After Santa's hard work comes the new Wi-Fi hungry connected gadgets. Make sure your router is capable and ready. Let Blue Valley help you kick off the new year on the right foot and upgrade your Wi-Fi experience. Get 2 months free worry-free Wi-Fi and free installation from Blue Valley Technologies. For more details, visit bluevalley.net/promo.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Blake Spicer knocks down a tray, and he's got 9 points, extending the Marysville lead 25-9. We're just underway, second quarter. Cobra basketball, they answer with a long 3. Braden McQueen missing. And Silas Miller pulls down the board. Solid start for Marysville. 22 points, maybe a first quarter high this season, to my recollection. Settled for an 8-point first quarter start in the loss at Wamego on Thursday. As mentioned earlier, Scott Brown was not pleased with the intensity. Top knocks it down. He was knocked down. Weston Schulteons, no foul whistle. Count Willow Tott's second tray, and he's got 13 of 28 Marysville scores. It's 28-9. Perimeter passes to the far side. McQueen backs it up a step. Forecourt finds Melius. He'll need twin defenders. Wow, he took Jordan Miller to the court in a big way. Now, where was the foul call? Now, Garrett Haverkamp got a reach-in foul, his first. Ahead of that charge on Jordan Miller, had been camped out forever beneath the hoop. Break for the Cobras, but that break evaporates quickly on the steal of the inbounds pass by Otat. Pitch to the near side corner. Three missed by Connor Lee. Cobras bring it back. They're down 19. Handful of substitutes waiting to check in. Near side pressure. Forecourt pass to Schulteons. Underneath to Sean Hayden, the big 6'5 senior. Rattled the cage. He went up above the rim. Count the basket. Count the basket for the big 6'5 senior inside, and he earns a free throw. Bryce Siemens is back in the Marysville lineup. Brian Siemens, I'm sorry. Hayden at the stride, first time tonight. Put him in double digits, can't find a free throw. Fight for the rebound, chip to Connor Lee. Now a steal at the other end. Beloit plays down the floor. Near side, Melius.
Ag Buildings provide safe storage and working space for farm shops and machinery. Inline Construction offers wood or steel frame ag buildings, complete and finished to your specifications. Call today for a quote and let them get started. For ag buildings, demolition, concrete, and construction work, count on Inline Construction. Find them and see their recent projects on their Facebook page.
I'm not sure where that break came in, but we'll pick it up and run with it. Willow Tot took another charge. This from Weston Schulteons. 3 of 5 starters have 2 fouls each, along with the reserve for Jackson Heights. Second team foul on the reset here in the second quarter. Bulldog basketball, they lead Jackson Heights 28-11. Otat, he's been a big player tonight. Otat sets the play. Near side to Spicer. Now Otat outside the arc. It's good for Willow Tot. Third tray here tonight, and he's got 16 points. Scott Brown takes his first timeout with 4:59 to play. First half. From Seneca, Marysville leads Jackson Heights 31-11.
When looking for a new ride, you know what you want, but don't always want to spend the time looking. Let Crownover Auto Sales in Marysville find you that perfect ride. Whether it's a car, SUV, family van, side-by-side, or truck, any make or model, Ethan and Andrew can find it. Swing by the office today, East Highway 36 in Marysville, across from Valley Vet.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Jackson Heights trying to find some magic defensively to contain the white-hot Willow Tot. 16 points, 3 trays, 5 of 7 free throws. He leads a Marysville team that's on top 31-11. Just under 5 minutes to play first half. Top seed St. Mary's advancing over Holton earlier, 69-53. Marysville's second seed, Jackson Heights number 5. They come in with identical 5 and 3 marks. Cobra's single score here in this second quarter. Unloading a three is Drake Melius, missing. Spicer pulls it down for the red and black. Comfortable 20-point Marysville lead. Spicer in the forecourt, near side to Lee. Now Siemens joins them out top. Lee on the near side, nothing doing underneath. Back to Spicer out between the rings. Siemens, forecourt to a top. Siemens off the wing. Wide open three, rattled the cage, spins back out. Schulte on, brings it back for Jackson Heights. Under 4 and counting. Quick first half here. Goy on the near side. Melius top of the key. Spinning in the lane, meets twin defenders, and he was fouled. Drake Melius, who started as a freshman last year, scored just over 9 points a game. Fouled by Spicer. It's his second. Jordan Miller checks in. Inbounds to Goy from the corner. Backdoor effort. Doesn't draw iron. Falls to the hands of Ryan Siemens. 20-point Bulldog advantage. Solid start here tonight. So much stronger than Thursday night. That was a tough night at Wamego. Had lost the week earlier to state-ranked Abilene. They're a 4A state-ranked team. Marysville remains in the 3A top 10, but fell to number 9 after the loss to Wamego. To the paint with traffic. Blake Spicer puts it up and in. Spicer's got 11. It's 33-11. Bulldogs have tripled up the score on the opponent. Crossing the lane, forecourt pass. Pitch back to the far side corner. Driving back door, hits the base of the net, doesn't fall, and Spicer comes away with possession. Marysville can do no wrong. Jackson Heights can get no breaks. Hesitation far side. Lee's pass back to forecourt. Stolen away. Jaden Goy thought he had defenders closer than he did. Got in a hurry, hit the base of the glass on a layup miss. Drake Melius had stolen the pass. Heights not able to convert. They scored a single field goal in this second stanza. We're over 5.5 minutes in. Wiltott in no hurry. Bulldogs are working some clock right now. They pull it 3 steps off the arc. Shot far side corner, doesn't draw iron for Jordan Miller. Follow underneath is up and good for Paxton Vogt. His first score, and it's 35-11. Rolling into the 2-minute mark. Goy through traffic. Kicks it off far side. From the corner, a miss for Kate Holiday. Cobras struggling mightily, both ends of the court. They've lost to Valley Falls, Horton, and Royal Valley. Proving they can play some defense. Look at this score. Unless it was a typo, 44-8 over Atchison County, their second game of the season. Silas Miller back in the Bulldog lineup. Heights needs a few baskets to even make this a contest. Hand off to Goy, near side. Back in the corner to Hayden. Check baseline, double team pressure. Play in the paint. Guarded shot by Schulte Hans doesn't fall. Foul whistle on Marysville's Paxton Vogt is second. Vogt and Spicer 2 apiece. Only Marysville's first team foul second quarter. Melius wide on the near side. Waits, plays in the paint. Turnaround shot. So up and good. Weston Schulte Hans, his first score. Trims the lead 35-13. Wiltott, far side. And they work it back out front. Siemens, pass to the corner. Finding Paxton Boat. He's got the back door opening. Lays it in for his second score, and it's 37-13. Through traffic, Drake Mealy is determined. Split white jerseys a couple of times. And was fouled by Silas Miller, his second. To the stripe is Drake Melius. Hit a pair early on. Free throw's good. Check in for Sean Hayden. 35 seconds left in the half. Melius gets the handoff, his second look. Rims in. Wanted to spin back out. Full 360 and then some. And the red and black will play the clock out. A convincing double-digit lead approaching halftime here tonight. Nemo Hall Central hosting Hiawatha in the nightcap. We'll sort things out at halftime as far as when Marysville comes back. Oh, almost got away. Save at midcourt to Jordan Miller. Then a steal by Drake Melius, who returns for the layup. Half-court launch over the backboard at the buzzer for Bryant Siemens as Marysville leads Jackson Heights in boys tournament action tonight. Bulldogs 37, Cobras 17.
United Bank and Trust has been fulfilling the banking needs of families and businesses in Northeast Kansas for decades. United Bank and Trust is always advancing, and now they'd like to offer a free mobile deposit feature within the mobile banking app. Endorse, click, and submit your check image for deposit. It's a mobile fast world out there, and so is United Bank and Trust, the bank of your future. Visit our website at ubankonline.com or your local branch for more information. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Freeze CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Freeze, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Freeze CPA, downtown Marysville.
Alliance Insurance Update. The first step of our move is now complete. As previously reported, we are now located at 715 Center Street on Highway 36 between New China Buffet and Impulse Archery. Dottie Rose made the trip with us and is right outside our front door. In the spring, we will be moving to our new permanent home back on Broadway. We will keep you posted when that move happens. So for now, from the girls at Alliance Insurance, thank you so much for your continued patronage, and we look forward to serving all your insurance needs today and every day. Stop by 715 Center Street or give us a call at 785-562-2393.
At Reflections, you will find a treasure trove of items and gifts backed by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Shop your Hallmark Gold Crown store for the biggest selection in greeting cards, Christmas ornaments, gift wrap, home decor, and gift ideas for all your celebration and personal needs. In addition, Reflections offers custom framing services and specialized Black Squirrel products, along with your favorite K-State and KU fan gear. Shop Reflections in downtown Marysville today.
And thanks to Stacy Mayer, our studio engineer tonight, keeping a close eye on everything as Max and I split road duties. He's in Onega tonight with the Frankfort Hanover girls. They should be approaching halftime. And Axtell Troy boys in the nightcap there with quarterfinal play of the Twin Valley League tournament. Oh, what a shuffle of a week it's been with the Mudecas tournament up in Nebraska suspended. The NPL, the Northern Plains League tournament out in central Kansas, suspended. We wound up with some delays, but we are on the road to recovery, I'll put it that way, with Twin Valley League tournament play continuing for a second day and a day's delayed start here in the Thunder Classic at Seneca. Bruce Dierkin, glad to have you with us. It's Bulldog Basketball on air, online, and on our mobile app as Marysville overcomes a disappointing loss Thursday at Wamego, bouncing back with real conviction here tonight. Scott Brown shuffled the starting lineup, and they came out strong from the get-go. Willow Todd, the scoring leader, first half with 16 points, better than half of his season average already here at halftime. Blake Spicer's in double figures with 11. Brian Siemens contributing with 6 as Marysville opens an inside attack. And then Paxton Vogt comes on late with a couple of field goals and 4 points for Marysville. Bulldogs with 22 in the opening 8. Willow Todd had 10 of those 22 points, scored 15 in the second, and a first half total of 37. Scoring has been a struggle for Jackson Heights, led by sophomore Drake Melius with 8 points. Jaden Goy has 5. Weston Soltihans, 2 points. And Sean Hayden off the bench with a pair. Jackson Heights, 9 points in the first, 8 in the second. First half total of 17. Marysville leading 37-17 at the half.
There is a difference. Oh, what a difference.
When it comes to financing your operation, you want to deal with someone who knows agriculture. Our loan officers are experienced in ag lending. Get your ag loans here. First Commerce Bank. Experience the difference. Member FDIC.
There is a difference.
When you own a business of any kind, you need an insurance policy that'll protect it. You need business insurance that perfectly suits your industry, and Blue Valley Insurance is proud to offer it. When you get an insurance policy from us, you're taking the first step towards protecting your business, your employees, and yourself. Let's start with an overview of the types of coverage you can expect. Stop by for quotes at Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa Parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Well, amongst the recent shuffles, the Marysville Wrestlers have a makeup date with Clay Center Thursday this week. That'd be tomorrow night, wouldn't it? And the Jayhusker was canceled on Saturday. They were hoping to get that in, but teams couldn't make it. They'll be in the Beloit Invitational this Friday and Saturday. Best of luck to Cole Fredrickson and the Marysville High Wrestlers. Marysville girls tip off here in Seneca Friday. It's a standalone affair. The Marysville boys are back here next Friday. So we'll be airing that as well as tournament play from the Thunder Classic, which continues tomorrow night. Earlier today, top seed St. Mary's dispatched number 6 Holton 69-53. Second seed Marysville leading number 5 Jackson Heights at the half 37-17. Waiting in the wings, third seed Nemaha Central will host fourth seed Hiawatha in the nightcap. Tomorrow the action tips at 4:30 as St. Mary's faces the loser of this one. And in Game 2, Holton will face the loser of the Nemaha Central Hiawatha matchup. The winner of this one will face the Nemaha Central or Hiawatha winner in tomorrow night's late game at 7:30. So we'll be back with Marysville, either a 6 o'clock start with a loss tonight or a 7:30 start with a win tonight. We'll be live on AM 1570, FM 94.1, streaming on our website, KNDYradio.com, and our mobile app as well. Finals are on Saturday. The first game tips at 10 a.m., then 11:30, with the championship Saturday at 1 o'clock.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance company is delivering. If you're one of them, State Farm agent John Bannister can help you get to a better state. He'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it. From cost to coverage, see John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today and get to a better state.
When you roller, send for Schroller.
For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
Kickafer and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their two locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
A 16 field here in the 10th Annual Thunder Classic. The defending champion, Atchison, not back for this year's tournament. They would defeat Marysville en route to the championship last year. The second of Marysville's losses until that championship of the state tournament, finishing with a 3-loss season last year. Marysville and Jackson Heights both come in 5-3 on the season tonight. Marysville, runner-up last year, won the title last in 2020, had back-to-back wins in 27-18, and 3 years back-to-back in 03, 04, 05. Marysville's been a long-time participant over here in the Thunder Classic. Before that, the Raider Classic. Oh, yes, we've been here many, many years. Always appreciate the hospitality. Kelly Miller, the athletic director, welcomed us tonight and have made accommodations for us. We always appreciate that. Aforementioned, they've got the school under construction here, so if you're planning to come over, might allow just a little extra time to navigate the parking. Parking is still out back, but it's a ways away from the front door. Enter on the east side, which are the main doors on the old school complex, but you come around the new construction. Heights basketball, they trail Marysville 37-17 as the Bulldogs were up 13 at the end of one, outscored them 15-8 in the second quarter. Goy, McQueen, Robinson, Melius, and Schultehan starting five back on the floor for Jackson Heights as Willow Tot and company take a steal. Along with Bryant Siemens, Connor Lee, Jordan Miller, and who's my last starter out there? Blake Spicer. Scott Brown shuffled the starting lineup tonight. He, I think, made a big impression on his team after the disappointing road trip to Omega last week. Air ball out of the corner. Chase Robinson doesn't connect. Connor Lee grabs hold in the opposite corner. Otot with 16, Spicer 11 points, leading Marysville scores first half. Shot from the corner for Miller missed. Cobras bring it back right to left. High cross-court pass finds Cade Holliday. Play to the lane, tipped away, taken by the Bulldogs. There were a host of Bulldog defenders beneath the basket. As strong a start as I've seen for Marysville this season. Both sides of the floor. To the lane, Blake Spicer picked up a traveling call. Late step around the defender. Here's Braden McQueen back in the Heights lineup. They beat McLeod their last outing, 58-20. Lost to Valley Falls after the Christmas break. Lost to Horton just ahead of the Christmas break. Wins over Mar Hill, Prairie, Pleasant Ridge, and Atchison County back in December, and a loss in the season opener to Royal Valley. Bulldog rebound. A Marysville team that lost at Concordia in overtime. Battle of state-ranked teams. State-ranked in 3A. Marysville lost to state-ranked Abilene in 4A just after the Christmas break. Then the loss at Wamego on Thursday. team pressure near side corner. Pass away from Spicer. Gets it back. Takes defenders to the lane. It was deflected. Taken by Holiday. Bringing it back for the Cobras. McQueen wide open outside the arc. Jumps off the front of the rim. Goy, top of the key on the offensive board. Heights needs to generate some offense. 17 first half scores. Led by Drake Melius with 8. Collision beneath the basket. Silas Miller and Jaden Goy. Whistles on Miller, his third. First team foul, second half. And it's Goy at the line for a pair. Heights went 4 of 6 at the line in the first half. Goy's first look. Missed off the back of the rim. Paxton Vogt checks in as Silas Miller comes out on 3 fouls. Crowd goes silent. Goy's second look off the back of the rim. Tipped all the way to the far sideline and kept in play by Melius. Double team fouled beneath the basket is Drake Melius. He hit 4 of 4 free throws in the first half. Bryant Siemens picks up his first. Team second. Melius, right-handed free throw shooter. It connects. Hung but then dropped. And Jackson Heights on the board first here in the second half. 5:22 on the clock. Melius good on number 2. He's perfect 6 of 6 at the line. Full court pressure. Otat, Spicer, back to Otat. Across midcourt to Siemens. Turning at the lane. Otat taking it around right side. Double team pressure. He was fouled. And Guy picks up his first. Into Otat. Gets it back on the right side from the arc. Missed. Offensive board. Called out by Paxton Vogt. Bulldogs keep it in play. Crossing court, pass wide to the far side. Spicer hands to Otat. Counter lead, turning left baseline. Otat through traffic. Out front to a wide open Blake Spicer. A little flat on the shot. Fight for the rebound. Tipped away by Melius. Lead on the transition to Weston Schultehans for the easy layup. Schultehans' second score. And Heights has outscored Marysville 4-0 coming back in the second half. 4:20 and counting. Three on the far side for Siemens. Doesn't draw iron. Bringing a foul from across the court.
Number 20,
Paxton Vogt picks up his third.
13 fouls.
Silas Miller, Paxton Vogt, 3 fouls each for Marysville on a third team foul since intermission. Under 4 and counting, Marysville 37, Jackson Heights 21. Long three, nothing but net for Chase Robinson on his first score. Heights second tray tonight, and they've outscored Marysville 7-0. Bulldogs scoreless in 4+ minutes of the second half. Here's a long pass, flies out of bounds on the far side. Garrett Heverkamp's in for Vogt, checking out with 3 fouls. Completely different look here in the second half. Jackson Heights gaining a little confidence out there. Melius follows the screen to the paint. Double team. Kicks it off far side. Goy outside the arc. Count it for Jaden Goy. His second trade. Third score tonight. And the lead is down to 10. Jackson Heights has cut the Marysville lead in half. Long pass down the floor. Connor Lee takes it in left side. layup is good for Connor Lee's first score. And the Bulldogs' first points, second half, almost 5 minutes in. It goes 39-27. Scooting underneath, Melius back out top. Pass is stolen by Lee. Guarded by Goy, one-on-one. Connor Lee converts. Back-to-back scores. Timeout on the floor with 2:43 left, third quarter. Marysville 41, Jackson Heights 27.
Anyone can sell you soybean seed. Channel Seedsmen place product to perform. With Channel Extend Flex soybeans and Channel Roundup Ready 2 Extend soybeans, you'll get the superior weed control you want and the high yield potential you need. Make the most of next season with the Roundup Ready Extend crop system and expert recommendations from Channel Seedsmen. Ask a seedsman in your area for recommendations for your fields. Check with your state pesticide regulatory agency for specific restrictions in your state. Always read and follow pesticide label directions.
Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
Officials had to break up both huddles. Both coaches had a lot of going over to do. Marysville leading Jackson Heights 41-27, but Marysville led by 20 at the half. Heights outscored them 10-4 since intermission. It's Jackson Heights basketball, 2.5 to play. Goy on the far side, man-to-man D. Double-team baseline. Short chippers in for Jaden Goy. He's got 10 points. And it's 41-29. Called off the full court press. Siemens playing the paint to Lee. Connor Lee picked up an extra step, driving, waving off the basket. I like the look of Marysville going to the lane. Too often they've just shot rocks from outside the arc. They're a capable team inside. They're going to match up size-wise most nights. Near the lane, near side. Look, is good for Jace Robinson's second score. And it's a 10-point affair again, 41-31 with $1:45 left. Top seed, number 5 seed in a 6-team field here. First round play. Top bounces off a defender, then double team far side. Cross pass to Spicer, back to top. Checks baseline, double teamed again. Long three, far side, rims off, doesn't fall. Bulldogs keep it in play. Shot near the lane, deflected by Bryant Siemens. He was fouled. Great team effort on the offensive board. Unselfish play. Sean Hayden picks up his first and brings Siemens to the line. He was 2 for 3 in the first half. First of 2 is good. Bulldogs trying to stretch that lead out a bit further. Siemens' second look. It's good. Reluctant, but good. Jordan Miller checks in for Connor Lee. Heights having better success keeping Willow Totti in check, double-teaming him consistently, inside, outside. He had 16 in the first half, scoreless in the second. Goy fadeaway right side, doesn't drop. Taken by MHS. Otat to Haverkamp. Guarded by the big Sean Hayes. Haverkamp's not short. He's 6'4", but Hayes is 6'5". All of that knocked it out of bounds. Bulldogs retain. 45 seconds. Otat through traffic. Checks in the lane. Hesitates. Then forces a shot. Got his own board. And Otat was fouled. showing great athleticism. The fake. The shot. The board. Hayden picks up his second, and Otat's at the line. 5 of 7 at the stripe first half. Missed here is flat. Hans checks in. 43-31, Bulldogs by 12, but led by 20 at the half. Otat rims off. Still hasn't scored in the second half. Cobra's down the floor. Pass to the lane looking for Sean Hayden. He was found with Blake Spicer. It's going to be his third. Spicer, both, and Silas Miller with 3 fouls each. Spicer checks out. Under a half minute remains, third quarter. Goy turning left baseline. Holiday out top. Back near Simon Melius. Keeping him in check. He was first half scoring leader with 8. Just a pair of free throws since the half. Goy tries to reverse underneath. Doesn't fall. Rebounds out to Siemens. 4 seconds left. Otat. Right side of the lane. Fadeaway jumper at the buzzer. Doesn't fall. End of 3 in the Thunder Classic. Tip-off in Seneca. Marysville leading Jackson Heights 43-31.
Just like our area athletes work each day in practice to perform at their best in the big game, the staff at Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer, work daily to provide the best parts and service experience when you need it most. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations. We know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one. Bruna Implement Company since 1947.
At Kramer Oil, safety always comes first. We're here to keep your home and shop warm with reliable propane delivery, which is why with your first fill-up, we perform a complimentary leak check. Your safety is our top priority, so you can rest easy knowing we've got you covered. And we're not just about safety, we're about convenience too. Need propane when you want it at a fair price? Call or text us today at 785-562-2466. We're here to serve you.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Bruce Gierting, we are camped out here for the remainder of the week. We'll be back for the second round tomorrow night. Then Marysville girls come over for a standalone affair Friday with the championships in the boys division here Saturday. Will Otat is whistled for a charge. We're just underway fourth quarter. It's Otat's first team foul on the reset. Marysville boys lead Jackson Heights 43-31. Heights outscored Marysville 14-6 in the third quarter effort. I had penciled in Marysville for a win. It looked so lopsided in that first half. We've got a ball game. Cross court to Goy. Comes behind the back on a fancy move. Traveled with the ball. The shot didn't fall anyway. Timeout with 7:15 left. It's 43-31 Bulldogs.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Be prepared for the 2024 hay season and save during KNDY's annual twine and net wrap sales event. Preseason pricing on genuine CNH twine for round balers and square balers, small or large. Plus ArmorNet, Legacy, Bale Keeper, America Net, and new this year, Varsity Net Wrap. Place your preseason order at KNDY in Marysville.
KNDY can equip you.
The loser in this one is back to face top seed St. Mary's tomorrow at 4:30. St. Mary's beat Fulton earlier tonight, 69-53. The winner takes on the Nemaha Central Hiawatha winner. That's the late game tonight. That'll be tomorrow's late match at 7:30. Willow Tot back-to-back charging fouls. Put his shoulder down into Drake Nelius. A Bulldog turnover. It's Jackson Heights ball. They trail by 12 with 7:04 remaining. What a gutsy second half effort by this team, though. Double team pressure out in the forecourt on Nelius. Driving right side, backdoor layup missed for Schulteholms. And the Bulldogs have possession. They were up 22-9, end of one. 20-point halftime lead. But that has been trimmed to 12. On a pair of field goals and a pair of free throws thus far in the second half. Little perimeter passes forcing the Jackson Heights defense deep into the forecourt on Otot. Otot coming around is fouled by Drake Nelius. It'll be his third. 16 field here in the Thunder Classic this year. St. Mary's Holton, Marysville, Jackson Heights, host Nemaha Central and Hiawatha. Inbounds Otot, tripped up, coming through defenders. Ball was tipped out of bounds off the Cobras' far sideline. Case Robinson checks in. Otot, far sideline. Plays the pass to Connor Lee in the corner. Shot off the front of the rim. Nice offensive board by Brian Siemens, but he traveled with it. Bulldogs plagued by a handful of turnovers here in this second half. Just haven't been as crisp and as sharp as they started out tonight. Boy, they were a house of fire in the first half. Nelius, no challenge, comes in the forecourt. Then around the defender, plays it off near side. To Holiday, Kate Holiday for the tray. Second score off the bench for this Jackson Heights team, and they're down 9. Still lots of time left at 5.5 minutes. Otot tripped up here, got the foul whistle. He kind of leaned into those defenders, and it paid off as Nelius picks up his fourth. Pair of team fouls each way. Here's Marysville up 9 at the moment. Otot, right side of the free throw line. Far corner. Shot by Siemens, missed. Hustle for the ball on the near side. A diving Blake Schweitzer with a couple of defenders alongside him. Slides right into the Marysville coaches. And it's off Jackson Heights. Bulldogs trying to get back on the winning track. Pair of losses here since the Christmas break. Abilene and Wamega. Brings them to 5-3. Otot in the lane. Underhanded layup's good. His first score in the second half. And he's got 18 tonight. 45-34 Bulldogs under 5 minutes. Going missed out of the corner. Otot's high for the board. Bulldogs back to a double-digit lead. Lee on the far side. Out front to Otot. Pass to the near side. Finds Seaman. Double check. That is Spicer. Spicer on a traveling ball. Yet another Bulldog turnover. here at Havercamp, and Silas Miller check in. Heights takes timeout, trailing Marysville 45-34 with 4:34 to play when we come back.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today. How would you like to have a steady job with a schedule that works for you and your family? You're in luck. Tension is hiring operators and adjusters at the Marysville plant. If you like to take things apart and put them back together again, if you enjoy being part of a team, if you're looking for flexible work with competitive pay and benefits, this could be a great match for you. Work for a company you know you can trust. Visit tension.com/careers to learn more and apply.
11-point Marysville lead, 45-34, with just over 4.5 minutes left in this one. Been a good fight between the number 2, number 5 seeds in the tournament. There's not a lot of gap between the top and bottom seeds this year. A good field. I think this has been a good tournament for Marysville. Lost to Atchison last year, one of 2 regular season losses. Pass coming far corner. Back out top to Jace Robinson. Caught the iron but wouldn't drop. Havercamp with the board. We're under 4 minutes to play. I'll remark last year in the loss to Atchison, it was disappointing, but you felt like Marysville learned from that experience, and as a result went to the state title game. Finished runner-up. Had 10 seniors that graduated off that club. A bunch of kids that stepped up in a big way before the Christmas break. I was so impressed in the early games with the ability of some kids that hadn't seen varsity playing time last year. Will Otot splits the lane. It's good. His second score, second half. Otot's got 20. Marysville's up 13. Will Otot was the only returning player from last year's varsity squad. Can you believe that? Scott Brown reloads with a deep bench this year. Far side 3 missed for Melius. Under 3 minutes to go. Bulldogs in the driver's seat now. With a win, would take on the Nemaha Central Hiawatha winner tomorrow night in the late game at 7:30. So don't count on that. With the conviction Jacksonites showed early second half, they won't give up. Silas Miller, double team, traveled with it. Too many turnovers in the second half for Marysville. See what they're made of. They'll play back-to-back Wednesday, Thursday as a result of the weather postponement in first-round play. Then get a short breather before coming back for the earlier games of the day on Saturday. Championships at 1 o'clock Saturday. Driving the lane, Drake Melius couldn't get a foul whistle. Met 3 defenders. They block it and take it away. 47-34 down the stretch. Willow Tots content to burn time. Plays the dribble out near the timeline. Fires off to the near side. Siemens to Lee out front. Connor Lee near the lane, traveled with it. Yet another Bulldog turnover. I love the look of Scott Brown. He just put his hand over his face, and enough said. How solid as Marysville came out in the first half. They needed all of that 20-point halftime lead. Buck 45 remains. No urgency for Jackson Heights. Double team on Robinson down low. Half a step back. Missed a shot. And here's NHS. Cobras sending wholesale substitutions in at the next opportunity. Conceding here with 1:25 left. hot, draws attention. Plays to Seaman. In the paint, Spicer. And it's traffic. Spicer is fouled. He'll shoot a couple of free throws late. Nice. Schultehans picks up his third. All right, here's the rest of the Jackson Heights crew coming in. Cooper Hewitt, Ian Allen, Jace Doyle, Spicer missing, and Eli Kirk are the reserves checking in for Jackson Heights. Spicer will shoot a second free throw, his first trip to the line. Trio substitutions off the bench for Scott Brown. What we got here? Titus Wassam. Garrett Heverkamp. Somebody else checked in there down low. Asher Wassam. And a second free throw for Spicer is good. It's 48-34. Bulldogs will advance to the late game tomorrow night. They'll likely stick around and watch Nemaha Central hosting Hiawatha in the late game here. That winner will be Marysville's opponent. Played Hiawatha in the early season matchup to Roundhouse. Haven't seen Central. That's always a tough one here on their home court. We're under 60. 14-point affair. Play comes underneath to Eli Curtin, and the freshman gets his first score. It's 48-36. Wassam on the far side. Haverkamp out top. Hands to Lee. Look in the lane. Spins. Fires back to Haverkamp. Wassam thought about it from the corner, then backs off with a single dribble. Half a minute left. Marysville's going to win, improving their record to 6-3, while Jackson Heights will fall to 5-4. Lee through traffic. Play underneath. Long three doesn't draw iron. Downtown shot by Marysville's Asher Wassam. Played off Jackson Heights coming out of bounds. Leaving 14 seconds. Bulldogs keep away, running time. Double-digit win. And our final, Marysville 48, Jackson Heights 36.
Tires aren't all the same, and neither are tire dealers. Find a dealer like Mike's OK Tire who carries Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, don't deal with amateurs. See the tire experts. See Mike's OK Tire in downtown Marysville for tires, repair, alignment, and service.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
300, that's buyer 5-2.
Norris Motor Company in Marysville has a one-owner new truck trade. It's a 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 model High Country Edition. They have a 2022 1500 LTZ 71 package under 13,000 miles, as well as a 2023 Buick Envision Essence, awaiting your test drive at the Norris Motor Company in Marysville.
When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber. Close to home, spend your time working and not fetching. Easy pickup or delivery available, and their prices are competitive on all of your building needs. From lumber to siding, roofing, paint, windows, and doors, to the tools to get the job done. Make the easy choice the first time with Cromie Lumber, Marysville and Washington. As always, they appreciate your business as they work to help you save time and money. When you're building, make the local choice with Cromie Lumber.
If you're 50 or over, it may be time to switch your auto and home insurance. The AARP Auto and Home Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through the Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Discover rates, benefits, and service designed for AARP members, plus extra savings when you insure both your auto and home. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Or visit copelandinsurance.net. Certain policy features not available in all states. Applicants are individually underwritten. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut.
Begin your new year with a new career at Landall in Marysville. Currently accepting applications for experienced assemblers, welders, painters, and a net developer. You cannot beat the benefits Landall offers. Wages start at $16 up to $21.20 per hour with a $2 an hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus, promotions, raises, all-inclusive medical plan, paid time off and paid holidays, weekly paychecks, and more. Apply online and learn more at landall.com or call 785-562-5381 for more information. Landall Company is an equal opportunity employer.
RX Drug Store in downtown Marysville is here for you with over-the-counter medicines for cold, flu, and allergy season, and prescription drugs for more serious matters. They also offer curbside pickup and delivery services. Don't forget to bring in your new insurance card for the new year with RX Drug Store.
A tale of two halves as Marysville led 37-17 at the intermission. Jackson Heights came storming back from the locker room, outscored Marysville 14-6 in a third-quarter comeback effort, and each team settled for 5 points down the stretch. But Marysville wins 48-36, 12-point decision, puts them in the late game versus the winner of Nemaha Central or Hiawatha. That'll be the late game tipping off here tonight. Jackson Heights falls to face top seed St. Mary's in the opener tomorrow here at 4:30. For Marysville, a solid start with 22 first-quarter points, 37 in the first half. Willow Todd had 16 of his 20 points in the first half. Blake Spicer adds a dozen. He had 11 of those in the first half. Brian Siemens finishes with 8. Connor Lee and Paxton both 4 points apiece. Marysville with the win improves to 6-3 on the season. For Jackson Heights, they were led by Jaden Goy and Drake Melius with 10 points apiece. 5 points for Jace Robinson. Weston Schildion scores 4. Off the bench, Cade Holliday with 3. Sean Hayden and Eli Kirk with 2 points apiece. As Jackson Heights falls to 5-4 in the season. The final Marysville 48, Jackson Heights 36. Second seed advances. Top seed St. Mary's over number 6 Holton 69-53 in the opener. Warming up for the late game tonight, Nemaha Central will host Hiawatha in the battle of 3-4 seeds. Big thanks to Stacy Mayer, our studio engineer, keeping an eye on us tonight, and our Sports Booster Club and regional Sports Booster members. We'll join you tomorrow night around about 7:30, sometimes run a little behind schedule. And, of course, you can continue to enjoy basketball action with Max Blasky live from the Twin Valley League tournament at Omega. And the Frankfurt Hanover girls, they should be wrapping up. And the Axtell Troy boys are slated for the late game and quarterfinal round action tonight on our sister station. We'll update you on scores twice each hour tonight on the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show and the service of Farm Bureau agents Patrick Duty in Marysville and Bryce Leonard in Washington. Scores on our morning, midday, and evening sports tomorrow as well. Signing off for tonight. We'll join you again tomorrow evening around about 7:30 live on AM 1570, FM 94.1, on air online and on our mobile app.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.